Yo, 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 what's happening, YouTube? Heavy metal noise coming at you here. It has been a minute. I've been away for a few days. Been so busy, my head is spinning. Ooh. But I'm back. Hope all my metalheads out there still rocking their stacks. What I have here in front of you, I just got in the mail as of yesterday. My Krugerrands and both of these, the Krugerrands and the Britannias, were both on sale. I mentioned this in a prior video. Now the Britannias here, the 5, I did not intentionally buy specifically Britannias. It was part of that sale I was telling you about, that the random mint, sovereign mint, that you just flip a coin, or for lack of puns, it's their choice of whatever coins they give you. It could be a silver eagle, it could be a maple leaf, it could be an Australian kangaroo, it could be a Britannia. But going that route, it was on sale for that week. I got it for just over $20.14, I believe. Maybe 20, 21, I don't even, it was just over $20 an ounce for random design of their choice, which would be, and I happen to get all Britannias. Hey, I'll take it. And the Krugerrands, I got like $2.77 over spot at the time. So I believe I gave about $21 at that time. So it was a great deal. I don't know, however many of you may have tuned into that video. Hopefully you was able to take advantage of it. But moving on, that's that. Oh, kind of looks like a family tree, right? Mom and Pop, and they don't like each other. My kids are better than your kids? Anyways, now, video today. I wanted to talk about your confidence in your stack, okay, in your silver stack. And I can't stress how important that is for what we do. And, you know, it's so easy to get unmotivated with what's going on in the world and what goes on in our daily lives. You just, you get caught up in things and you happen to lose track of what you're trying to do in the long term. And so I wanted to go over some points. I'm going to try not to make it a super long video, but you know me, I get fired up and I get rattling on, trying to give you the most amount of information that I can. So I'll do my best on it. So let's get started. First point I would love to make to you guys is that, a lot of people go back and forth. Should I buy gold? Should I buy silver? Should I buy gold? There's nothing wrong with gold. It's just overvalued. And there is 6 times more gold above ground than there is silver, okay? Remember that. 6 times the amount of gold above ground than there is silver. Okay? And to me, and a lot of silver stackers will flat out just tell you, there's hardly any uses, industrial uses for gold. It's just a pretty shiny rock, okay? It's a pretty shiny metal. The elites, the corrupt, all those dark forces at the top, they measure their wealth in gold. Yeah, they measure their wealth in gold. We can buy gold. There's nothing wrong with diversifying. If you want to drop over $1,800 as of right now, it's like $1,810, I believe. You want to drop that on an ounce of gold? More power to you. I hope it works. Whoever decides to go out and do that, I'm going to go out and take that 105-to-1 ratio, and I'll take that 105 ounces of silver, because it has got more room than you can even imagine to just go to the moon. And it's going to, okay? There's not a doubt in my mind. Everything around us is showing it. Silver is up over $19, and it's holding steady. Seems to me like about 2.5 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, we were hoping maybe, can it break 1750? Can it break 18? It went almost to 20 just the other day, briefly, okay? And actually, some parts, it may have actually hit 20. It came back down, but it's creeping. It's creeping up there. It's climbing the ladder. People can't stop it. The tricks are running out. And so, remember, Silver has so many more steps up the ladder it can go. Gold's already at it's playing with the all-time peak. It's not there yet, but it's hovering and it's staying really high. You want to drop all that money on that? Be my guest. This here is still the most undervalued at $19. Wait till prices get 25, 30, 35. You're going to be wishing, wow, man, I wish I would have wish I'd have listened about that $19, $18, $17. Don't worry about the premiums. Get it while you can, okay? There's such a thing as a budget. Follow it. Take care of your bills. Take care of your family first. But set aside some of that fiat that's failing. It's dying right before your very eyes. Seems like every time I go to the grocery store, my dollar buys less. That's no joke. I think I paid a little over $2.48 for a loaf of bread. Folks, the loaf of bread I buy is no better than the store brand. I used to give around $1.79 last year. This is incredible, and it's happening, and I've been documenting, and it's crazy. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into some of your more being confident in what we do here, okay? Silver is one of the most needed assets on the earth, okay? Oil, silver. Oil's probably the most, but silver and oil's falling. People are not going to need oil in the future. They're not going to need as much, I should say. Silver, by far, easily, if not the first, it's the second highest needed asset on the earth, okay? Technology, the cars we drive, televisions that we buy, solar panels, immune system, medicines, things of that nature, vaccines. It's an antimicrobial metal. There's no other metal that's antimicrobial to the effect of silver, okay? You watch. There's going to be all kinds of medicinal uses. People are going to start coming out and trying to experiment with this and where they can use it. You can already buy it in the simple form of like how I always butcher the word, but colloidal silver. You can buy it online. It costs an arm and a leg, but I use it and it works. I used to get tonsillitis all the time. My dad used to have to tell me, you're going to have to get your tonsils taken out. Fortunately, I was able to come across antibiotics as a little kid and it went away, and then it would come back later on as an adult, and I got it really bad. And I was able to come across some colloidal silver. And I read online how to use it for such, and it was gone within a day and a half. So I always keep some on me. I make it. To me, it's like the little miracle in a bottle, but it is very expensive to buy. So keep that in mind. Medicinal purposes, antimicrobial, cars, trucks, solar panels. It is so needed, and that's just a few items out there. There's so many more on the list that I can't even name. Okay, so that's that for as far as some of what it can be used for, and it will be desperately sought out from us bullion stackers. They're gonna want the prices. They're gonna throw so much money at this stuff to try and get it, because silver, there's not like I said, there's not that much compared to gold out there above ground. So another part, don't be afraid of the current spot price. All right, like I touched on that just a second ago. It's cheap. It's cheap compared to what you're going to see. Make sure that is part of your confidence in stacking. It might seem a little pricey right now because it's going up and times are tough right now and we're tight. All of us are tight. And compared to what we're going to see, you are not going to regret spending $1.50 if you're shopping with an online dealer. Excellent. Even at your local coin stores, if you got a good relationship with them, that maybe they can make you some great deals. Okay, where I am at, I'm paying over $6.50 for a simple Buffalo round. So I'm better off using my online dealers. But if it comes down to it, I'll go to my local coin store. But for the prices we will see in the future, don't kid yourself. You're going to be so grateful that you saw this 19. Okay? I've touched on it in the past. You'll be grateful that you saw this 17. I'm waiting on a pullback, and I'm going to unload the cannons Okay, a lot of the big stackers are waiting on one more pullback. They're predicting maybe one big pullback, and then the cannons are flying, and they're going to wipe a lot of the shelves off. Don't miss that part either. So pace yourself. And another one that I think is more normal for people to fall victim to for losing confidence in their stack is the trolls. The people around you think you're a little nutsoid. You know, people make fun of you, depending on if you're a little conservative. You don't tell people about it, which I would kind of advise. You don't just go blabber your mouth to, oh yeah, I'm stacking silver and gold and whatever. Things are falling apart, so this is what I'm doing. It's just one more person that knows what you're doing and where to go to get it if they want to, you know, the tides turn. See how good your friends become in severe extremes out there in unrest. But the trolls will make fun of you, thinking you're crazy, telling you that gold's better, you know, things to this nature to try and get you to stop stacking. And I learned it before I even started stacking, a saying that most of you probably know: misery welcomes company. Okay? Reasons of maybe they're jealous, maybe they can't afford it, and most of all, maybe they're afraid you're right. Okay? Maybe they're afraid that you're right and you have a cushion, you have a wealth that is going to take off to the moon, and they're not. They don't want to believe in that because it's an alternative to the reality that they know, and it is a scary thing. I mean, I understand it, but the more you remove yourself from this corrupted illusion that they're creating and just say, hey, I don't want to be a part of it no more. Some of you might know that quote from somebody. If you do, I'm borrowing it. The better off you'll be free, okay? So don't let the trolls bring you down. Misery welcomes company. You were doing just fine. Okay, we'll see who's laughing. I actually talked to one of the trolls in my life about it. I told him flat out, yeah, if I remember, you told me to get into stocks. Where's your money at now? He's lost all of what little bit he had in stocks is gone. He's wondering, how am I getting my money? Asking me for budgeting tips. How do I get all this over? Called me a metal mogul. You know, he'd just give me he'd razz me. Nothing really insulting, but, you know, just tugging at my chains a little bit to, he's doing it right and I'm not. So he's singing a different tune. This is a coworker of mine, but he's singing a different tune now. So in the future, I want you to definitely know, and I can't emphasize this enough, you know, I've mentioned it in other videos, what your silver is going to do for you in the future. Excuse me. History shows this. No matter what background you come from, biblical days, clearer back in the old days, you know, Rome, Adam and Eve, well, maybe not Adam and Eve, but, you know, clear back in the, you know, Egyptian days, things like this, when metal was money. Your silver, your gold, whatever it is that you choose to stack, but most of us watching this, I'm sure, is going to be silver. It's going to buy everything and then some, okay? Be the creative one. Open up possibilities for others. It will buy you land, labor, real estate, assets that you can borrow against, okay? So, history does show it. Keep the confidence. This is going to buy you everything if you need. And every ounce you buy is another ounce the elite can't put their hands on. Put the odds in your favor, even if it's 1 ounce. Get as many as you can, but get at least an ounce. Every day, every week, every month. Keep building. So, I just wanted to touch on this with you today, guys, and keep your motivation. We're in this together. You hear that a lot, and we're going to ride this silver train all the way through until them shelves are cleaned out. You know? So if we can help one person spread the word, help their families, they take it and spread it on to another, just one person, if we can help, we've done our job. So you keep on rocking that volume, all right? And we'll talk to you again on another video. Like, subscribe, comment. If you got anything to say, let me hear it. If it's too loud, you're too old. Heavy metal noise out.